This is a tarot reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Tarot is not fortune telling. I will not tell you anything that you don't already know. This is just a tool for your soul's expansion, so if you're okay with that, we're going to go ahead and get straight into the video. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, overall energy of your reading. At the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming, Cancer, is the Two of Cups. So this is creating partnership emotionally, partnership within relationships, partnerships with other people. So friendships, family members, loved ones, lovers, things like that. And also more deeply within yourself. So the only way that you can have harmonious relationships with other people is through having a harmonious relationship with yourself. So if you don't love and respect yourself, you're not going to be able to love and respect others, and others are not going to be able to love and respect you. So really looking at how you are facilitating your relationships with other people, and how is that reflecting back to you what your relationship is with yourself. You also have the Two of Coins. I see the Five of Wands as well. So to me, it's like maybe right now you're having a hard time balancing your responsibilities, and because of that, there's some sort of internal confliction that's going on that's translating into having arguments with other people. So, or taking action that's just causing conflict. So basically, it's like you can get frustrated with the day-to-day, the ups and downs, the responsibilities, the finances, how much energy you're having to expend. You're trying to create partnership within your energetic world, and like how you and your world are going back and forth with each other, if that makes sense. It's like, obviously, what we give is what we get, but we have responsibilities, that's just a fact. And it's like, how are you energetically responding to these responsibilities? Because that is whether or not they feel heavy for you. If you are grateful for the responsibilities that you have, then you will be able to receive more responsibility, or you'll be able to share it with others. But if you are ungrateful and you are upset or even frustrated with your responsibilities, then you will not only be able to share them with others, but you will only not be able to share them with others, but you will not receive more to deal with. So if you can't appreciate and take care of what you have right now, how are you expecting to get more type energy? And that's conflicting in your belief systems, because you believe that you deserve more, you believe that you want more, you believe that maybe these responsibilities are beneath you, or like you don't deserve to have to do this, to grovel and grind right now, or whatever it is. I don't know what your situation is, only you can know. But it's conflicting because you feel one way, but you're acting in another way, and it's being perceived in another way from other people and through the universe. So really looking at, what are your belief systems around the day-to-day responsibilities? What are your belief systems around balance, and juggling responsibilities and the ups and downs of life? And how are your actions reflecting poorly in what you believe for yourself? So, projection and things like that. There is something about balance, creating balance, restoring balance, looking at what are you investing in? Who are you investing in? How are you investing in it? Is it with your time? Is it with your money? Is it with your energy? Is it with your resources? Are you looking for handouts, or are you the person who's constantly giving and not receiving anything back? If that's the case, I can see how you can easily get frustrated, but the only reason that that kind of stuff, like imbalance with reciprocity, exists for you is because it's inside. So there's a place within you where you don't believe that you deserve these things, or you accept the bare minimum from others, or you believe in an imbalance. Like there's something within you that doesn't agree that you deserve, or you think that you should just get handouts and stuff like that. Whatever it is, whatever end you're on with the 6 of coins, only you can know. Whether that's you giving and not receiving, or you expecting to receive but not wanting to give, only you can know. But really looking at that, because that's just going to contribute towards your confliction. You have the Devil card here. So this is Capricorn's card. This is the card of basically self-sabotage, feeling stuck, feeling chained to the parts of ourselves that are bringing us down or wanting us to stay stuck in a certain energy, because it feeds the ego. So whether that's eating unhealthy, staying in a negative relationship, just acting toxically with other people, self-sabotage, so, you know, working towards a goal and then sabotaging it because you don't believe you deserve it, don't believe you can have it, things like that. A lot of the times with the Devil card, it's like you feel trapped but you're not, and also your power kind of stems from that place within you that can be addictive. You need to be able to find a way to take that energy and put it towards something that you can control, if that makes sense. Because right now maybe you feel out of control, or you feel trapped by your circumstance, or trapped within this self-sabotaging way, or whatever it is, or this trauma or something, this relationship, whatever it is. It's like it's feeding a part of your ego, and that's why you're staying. And so you need to see, like, what is that, and where does it come from, and why do I keep going back to that? What is it gratifying within me, or what is this false gratification that I'm perceiving as real when I do this? So like sensory pleasure with like food, like obviously eating 25 deep fried Twinkies is not good for you, but there's a part of you, some sick part of you, that feels like it's helping you in some way or something like that. You know, it's like that is like a extreme example, but the lesson is relevant within this reading. So looking at, you know, the ways you're feeling trapped, why are you feeling trapped, how is it feeding your ego, where does it stem from, how can you change that, how can you heal that? You're not as stuck as you feel. A lot of the times, like I recently hit a milestone with something that I've been struggling with for a very long time, where I felt like I was never going to like overcome this thing. And I built it up to be such a huge thing, and then once I overcame it, it was almost like anticlimactic, and I was like, what? But it's like, you know, my perception was that I was trapped, and my perception was that I was in this cage, and my perception was that I was going to be stuck like that forever, and it fed some part of my ego that told me that it was safe to be stuck and trapped in this way. And now that I'm out of that, I'm like, why did I feel like it was such a big thing? Because it's really not. And that bird's going crazy. That bird said, yeah, girl. So, yeah, if that kind of makes sense. I hope that resonates. You also have the Empress card, though. So I feel like on the other side of all this, it's like you're leading up into this abundant energy, this birthing, like fertile, gestational period. Because the Empress is usually pregnant on the cards, or she's sometimes seen as pregnant, but she's like the mother. She's the mother energy. She can give birth to things, and you could be in the gestation period where the creation is still growing, and you just need to nurture it and know that it's coming. Like when you're pregnant, you don't know what your baby's gonna look like, but you know you're going to love it, and that it's going to be beautiful no matter what to you when it comes. And you know that eventually it will come, but it just takes a long time, and it takes sacrifice, and it takes all these things. That's the same with our manifestations. It's like in gardening and growing things, like anything, it's all the same. It all stems from a seed, from a thought, from a feeling, from a belief, from an action, and then it slowly grows over time. And so what are you growing? What are you doing to nurture it? How are you doing that? Are you feeding negativity? Are you feeding positivity? Are you feeling abundant, or are you feeling lack? Are you falling into your old ways, or are you paving a new path for yourself? All that kind of stuff. Be careful not to bring your past with you into the future. You have these cards that emanate an energy of baggage, emotional baggage, internal dialogue that's negative, that is tainting your perception of reality. It's warping your perception of reality. And you're needing to walk away from things that are no longer serving you emotionally, but also mentally. So again, you have a card of feeling stuck. This is like self-imposed imprisonment though, so your perception is whack, basically. Your perception is like you thinking that you're stuck, that things are always going to be this way, that things are never going to be fair for you, that you're never going to be abundant, that that's like some unattainable thing, or like the feeling of joy and happiness is an unattainable thing. But it's because your perception of it is that it's something that you have to go out and get, and it's like it's within you. So it's a choice to be happy. It's not something you can get. You can't get it from anything. Even if you had everything that you wanted, you would still probably feel the same. Like if you instantly got every single thing that you think that you want right now, you would feel the same. Maybe for a second you would feel happy, but it's like you would go back to your emotional plateau, or whatever, your normal emotional wavelength. And so bringing, not like, you can't run away from your problems, you can't move away to a different city and think that everything's going to be different, because you're bringing yourself with you. So it's like moving forward with positive thoughts. Your thoughts are what's moving you towards what you want or what you don't want. So really looking at that and being okay with walking away from things, even if it's just like an emotional standpoint, if that's the right word. I always have a hard time explaining this situation that I'm trying to explain, where it's like, it's okay to change the way that you've always been. Like if you're a person who identifies as having anxiety, it's okay for you to randomly be a spontaneous, or like, this is a better example. If you identify with being a shy person, it's okay for you to all of a sudden be eccentric and spontaneous and extroverted and have like shameless, but not in like a disgusting negative way, but like in a, I don't subscribe to shame for being myself type of energy. It's okay to randomly be that out of nowhere. You don't have to explain yourself. It doesn't matter how long you've been shy, or you've identified as being shy, or people know you as shy, or your family knows you as shy. This is the job that I have, it makes me shy, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you can randomly change. You can always do that. Every day, every second is a new opportunity to do that. And you don't have to explain that to anyone. You don't have to explain it to yourself. You can just choose to be different all the time, anytime. I do see you moving towards creating this happiness and warmth and joy for yourself. And I think it's after the fact, after you change your perspective. You need to change your perspective. Change your perspective, your thoughts, your actions, all around. Really look at it. Create a routine for yourself. That's what's going to help you. Create a routine for yourself. Create standards for yourself. Create an abundance journal, or like a gratitude journal, to really put things into perspective. Don't let yourself feel trapped. Don't subscribe to those kind of like internal dialogue, those thoughts, because they're not relevant anymore. They're not relevant to the future that you're trying to create for yourself, so don't play into that. I'm going to end this reading with an oracle card. My hands are freezing. Better than you can imagine. That's crazy. It's a baby. Remember when I was talking about being pregnant, girl? Number 39. My hands seriously are not working because they're so cold right now. Before Dragonfly becomes her most authentic self, she spends about 4 years underwater as a creepy little nymph creature. The dragonfly nymph has no comprehension of her greatness. How could a creature that lives underwater even remotely fathom that there existed an atmosphere she had no perception of, which she would not only live in but fly as well? Dragonfly brings a sacred message about your belief in your future self. She says your perception of reality is quite limited and naive, and your image of your future self is incredibly narrow, but that's okay. Just be aware of this. If you have a dream, Dragonfly is telling you all you have to do is work on it, and life will do the rest for you. Don't try to figure out what it's supposed to look like with your limited perceptions. Don't look at setbacks as the end of the world. They were meant to happen to propel and stretch you. Just keep working on your dream, and life will create something so much bigger than you have the ability to currently understand. Dragonfly's medicine teaches you to first surrender your need for something to be like the limited view in your head. Second, have absolute trust that life will deliver something greater. Third, be patient. Last, get excited that something bigger than your dreams is destined for you. I hope you liked this reading. If it resonated, let me know how in the comments below. If you want a personal, you can email me. The information is in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.